Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Coach Harris Show. Thank you so much for taking a listen today. In this solo episode, I'm going to be talking to you about why fitness is so much more than just fat loss. I'm going to give some context behind those words. I'll give you the why of what I'm talking about, how you can possibly think about this in your own world, and some actionable takeaways to get going. First, I just want to say if you've been listening to the podcast thus far, or if this is even your first episode, thank you really so much for listening. This is episode number 20. I published my first episode just over a month ago, so I've been pumping them out. I've been excited about it, and I've been loving the feedback. So thank you for listening. As always, if you've enjoyed it, I would greatly appreciate if you could take a few seconds, go to Apple Podcasts on your phone or computer. I think the phone is probably the easiest way, and just leave a quick review and rating. The review is really nice because I would love to just see your first name and a quick note about what you've enjoyed, what maybe I could help you with more. And then the rating does a lot for the show, and it really helps me reach more people. So thank you so much in advance for that. And now to today's topic. Fitness is a lot more than just fat loss. What do I mean by that? I've been involved with fitness for coming on 10 years in terms of my own training and training other people. A lot of the hype, a lot of the talk, a lot of the methods, a lot of the things out there right now with regards to improving your fitness, which is a very general phrase, has to do with fat loss and getting leaner. Let me be very clear by saying getting lean, losing fat, improving the way your body looks, by the way, is a very subjective thing, can be an absolutely amazing, worthwhile, and totally valid goal. I'm not talking against that today. I'm not in denial of how important that could be. Absolutely not. I help my clients many times with losing fat, getting leaner, if that's something that they value and the reason is substantial. So let me be clear with that. That being said, I strongly believe that the industry as a whole and we as people place too much of a focus on fat loss when a lot more of the focus should be on performance and movement and how we feel from our fitness. Because when we actually look at the definitions, fitness does not mean losing body fat or getting lean, right? That's aesthetics. That's a different thing. Fitness itself is being fit, being physically strong, mobile, having high levels of endurance and stamina and athleticism and coordination and balance and all the other traits that come along with being fit. So when I ask people, how can I help you with your fitness? I really want to know because I want to talk about it on this podcast. I want to help you one-on-one if you're my client. I want to chat with you one-on-one if you're on my email list, wherever I'm chatting with you. I really want to know what I can help you with. But when the response is initially and only, especially, I want to lose weight. That's a start, right? That's something. I'm sure there's many deeper reasons behind that. And I know many people that say they only want to lose weight and that's all they care about don't actually agree with that, right? If you really go deep, there's always going to be an excitement behind moving better and feeling better, right? That's just sometimes hidden. But what I want to do with this message today is convince you not to completely change your mind if that's currently the way that you think. That's not my job, is to just change your mind. It's just to offer what I agree with, and if you happen to resonate with it, then so be it. But it's just to offer that different perspective, that if you are struggling, if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed because of the scale not changing or your pants not fitting any better or any kind of fat loss related stagnation, so to speak, there's more to it than just that. Keep working towards those fat loss goals if that's something you see important, if you want to lose the weight, if it'll make you feel healthier. By all means, again, we could go on many tangents here, so I'm not going to get into all of it. But know that fitness is a tool that you can instantly access 24/7, no matter where you are, no matter what you have or don't have. A tool to improve your mental state, your physical state, your energy, right? We all know the endorphin rush that comes with exercise, but it's more than that. It's not just a quick burst of endorphins that is important. It's the ability to access something that makes us feel in control, that makes us feel confident, that makes us feel like we have structure and strength in every which way. I do this all the time. I might have a groggy morning. I might have a busy day. I might need to do something where I want to feel my best, right? And best is a very subjective term, of course, but you know what that is for yourself, right? I want you to take a second and think about what is your best state? In what headspace, physical space do you feel the best? And it's likely some kind of moment where you feel confident in your appearance. And I'm not talking, again, just about are you lean, are you aesthetic, any of that stuff. I mean, do you stand tall, shoulders back, feeling confident in your body? Do you feel confident in your mobility, right? You don't feel stiff and painful, but you feel mobile and strong and healthy, right? You probably feel alert mentally. You're probably focused on the present. You're probably smiling with the people that you care about, your family and your friends, right? You're probably engaged in conversations. You're probably excited for all to come. You're not dwelling on past things. You're not stressed about unnecessary areas of your life, right? When you are at your best state, you know what that feels like. In fitness, in training, in lifting, in strength and resistance are tools that can allow us to access that state either right away or much faster. As I was discussing earlier, when I know that I'm about to be in a situation where I want to be at my best or closer to my best than I currently am. For example, if I'm going to go out with friends that I haven't seen in a long time. Yes, I could work out to get the pump and to look better or to at least feel like I look better, right? All that stuff. But I will pick up a kettlebell, I'll get under the barbell, I'll put together a little session where I push myself hard, because when I come out of that session in an hour or in 10 minutes, whatever the time is, I know that I'm going to feel a new sense of clarity and confidence and just kind of peace with that present moment. So when I go out with my friends or when I go do anything, I'm a better version of myself. And that is the goal that I think we should all aspire to have with fitness. Something performance related, something movement related, right? Something consistency related, mainly just doing the work, doing the practice daily, so we can be in a better state or our best state as often as possible. Still go for fat loss if you want to lose weight, if you want to get lean, right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. But please don't underestimate the incredible benefits of fitness, and don't do it justice. You know, fitness can do so much more. So go for the fat loss if you'd like, but come into workouts, right? Come into training with a mindset of this is to improve performance, to improve my mental state, to improve how I feel and act for the rest of my day. Not so I can burn off these extra pounds. Because again, another podcast in and of itself, that's not how it works. Losing fat is going to be directly related to energy balance, calorie balance, nutrition, and that balance, not going in and doing a workout and sweating, right? We all hopefully know that. If you don't, then let me know and I will happily talk with you about that. But use your training to improve your state. I hope this was helpful. I hope in any way this has made you more excited to train consistently if you've fallen off, or to keep at your habit if you're already on it, because it can be such a powerful thing to make our days better and in turn our lives better. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.